folks, we're late, I'm sorry. I've got 3 stories for you, all revolving around schools. We'll go one at a time. I'll put them up there, where are they? Right, schools. They were debating today on one of the shows. Should schools give anti-misogyny lessons to young boys about how to treat young girls? And I thought, why not? At the end of the day, if it helps the way boys treat girls and the way they look at them, I think it's only a good thing. You might not need an hour at a time to it, but they could give quarter of an hour, 1 day a week. It'll do no harm, I would suggest, probably in the early years of what I used to call secondary school. No problem in that at all. If it helps young girls, no problem. What else have we got? Well, they're talking maybe help young kiddies having the old free dinner scraps. I'm thinking, oh, no, you can't do that. He's just found a bit of form. All right, he's not for United, but he's just found a bit of form at Aston Villa. He's playing all right. You knock the school meals off, and that'll send Marcus Rashford into a right tailspin. He'll never play football ever again. I think that's a bad idea, not just for Marcus, but I think it's a bad idea anyway. If the meals are needed, feed the kids. And lastly, this is probably the most serious one of the 3. I think a church somewhere down south, not a church, a school down south, what have they done? They've cancelled the Easter service that they hold every Easter. And the reasoning behind it, they've said what they said, they want to create a more inclusive atmosphere. Okay, well, that's fine, you know. They might be knocking on the head something that they've done for 50, 80, 100, 150 years. That's fine. They're trying to bring all cultures together and bring everybody in. No problem with that at all. But what I would say is, if you're going to do that, why not create some kind of rule that all the kids are taught by and live by whilst in school, and it's got to be adhered to by absolutely everybody? If you're doing that, I'm all for it. But they won't do that, will they? Because what they're going to do is, they're knocking things on the head for minorities that are now becoming more than minorities. If you say to certain school kids, right, you've got to eat this that day, even though your religion says you don't eat, you've got to wear this or you can't wear that because others don't wear it and whatever else, there'll be uproar. You can't wear that cross, you can't wear that Star of David, you can't wear this, you can't wear that. Oh, you can wear that, you can wear that, you can do that, no problem. That's where it all falls down. That's where it all falls down. Let everybody be what they want to be. Why not things on the head to make things more inclusive? Because the folk you're trying to make it more inclusive for have got their own rules, regulations and beliefs, and you're letting them do what they want to do, or as some would say, run amok. You can't have one law for what you would suggest are probably going to be British white males and females, and then different rules and laws for all other ethnicities. You can't. You either allow them all to have their own individual stuff, or if you're going to make it for everybody, you have one set of rules, lines that they all work by. But other religions wouldn't accept that. So why should parents have to accept that there's no more service on the Sunday? So not that I'm not a religious person, not that I'm saying I would want one or anything like that, but this all-inclusive, you pander into other folk, but the other folk you pander into, they've got their own way of doing things and they won't let you touch that. You can't get involved in whatever their beliefs are and whatever they're doing, but because you're worried about them and their beliefs, you can stop these that have been in that school for 50, 80, 100, 150 years. You can change the way they do things to suit everybody else. I know it's a mishmash the way I've presented it, but I'm sure the sensible folk amongst you know what I mean. It's all a bit weird if you ask me. It really, really is. Something needs doing, but it's not knocking tradition on the head. That's not what needs doing. There's something else needs doing somewhere. I'm not clever enough to work it out, but somebody up there should be. Not up there, but somebody somewhere should be. All inclusive, me ass.